Hello, it's George Anderson here, and I want to show you a very quick behind-the-scenes sneaky peeky at what the Kickstart is all about. Because I get asked this question quite a lot, actually. It's a bit of a funny one. If you've never done an online nutrition program before, and I'm saying, hey, come along, you'll get all these results and everything. If I was selling you a supplement, or if I was selling you a place on a boot camp program, for example, you'd probably have a better idea as to what that was. But an online program isn't maybe necessarily something you're quite as familiar with. So I wanted to take this opportunity to show you behind the scenes and show you exactly what it is and what happens. It is my Kickstart program. It's 28 days long, and it's something I've been running for the last 2 years now, over 2 years in fact. And this is the flow. This is the page that you go to. So I'm gonna you'll find a link underneath this video where you can go and have a look at this. Once you've applied, you've registered, there's actually a little application form that you need to fill out, which is a really important thing, because when you fill that out, answer some of these questions, like what is most frustrating about how you feel now, and how do you want that to be different at the end of 28 days. Once you've been through that process, that's actually really, really powerful, because it'll answer a lot of your own questions and really make you feel either, yes, this is definitely going to be something that I can help you with, or you'll probably decide that it isn't something that's going to be for you, because the answers to those questions you can figure them out yourself. But once you've done that and you've gone through the registration, you'll get given an access username and password, or you set up your own username and password to the program itself. So once you set that up, you're then into the program itself. So this is the behind the scenes bit. And I'm going to show you in a second what is involved in the Clean Food Concepts nutrition, exercise, and a lifestyle overhaul training program. Because I'll tell you something, this started off 2 years ago. It started off as just a way for me to deliver the nutrition component of what I was doing with my live boot camp here in Thame and over in Oxford. And we had quite a few people come through, and they wanted to just learn more about nutrition. They wanted to learn about the best foods to eat, and it was a bit of a weight loss theme to it. But what's happened over the years is, as well as adding loads of components to the program, it's become less about weight loss and more about education and understanding. Not just understanding what different supplements do, what different foods do, and how different things react with our bodies, but understanding more about ourselves and how our habits are so much in control, oftentimes, so much in control as to what we do, and obviously the kind of results that we get as a result of that. So what I've found over the last couple of years of doing this with literally hundreds of people have been through the Kickstart program now. And I always find the same thing coming back. 90% of the time, people discover that food isn't just about, it's not about weight, it's not just about size and inches. They're good things. If you've got a weight loss goal, then this program absolutely works. But it goes further than that and deeper than that, because I think it's the level of the knowledge and the education that you get when you follow the program. You really do start to understand a lot more about how what the connections are between what you put in your mouth and how you act and your lifestyle and how you feel. Not just in terms of energy, but in terms of your motivation, your internal, your deep inspiration and motivation for wanting to do this. How you react with other people, your outlook on life, how positive you are, and all of these things are connected with how you live your life, how you eat, how much water you drink, how hydrated you are, what sort of minerals and vitamins you're taking on board. All of these things have an impact. So the next question is, how is all of this delivered in just 28 days? And actually, really, it's the first 20 days that's the key here. This is the behind the scenes. This is what you get access to, all of this information on here. And the reason we start the program on a Monday, next one starts February 24th, which is a week today from when I'm recording this video. The reason we have the registration date 3 or 4 days before that is because there's a fair bit of information and reading you need to do beforehand. And having a good understanding of what's coming up and what you need to be doing before you go into the program really makes everything a lot easier, because you start to understand why you're doing things. And when you understand why you're doing things, A, it's easier to apply them, because you kind of get it and it makes sense. And B, you start wanting to know more, and I think that the pennies start to drop and you start to really get it, and the momentum carries itself through. Because actually, there's a fair bit of willpower. I'll come on to a tool we have that really helps with that to start off with. But the momentum you generate and the new habits that you form are what really help to make this a lasting program. So we go through, there's various bits to start off with, various bits of reasoning, how to use the program, which is the page we're on now. You get a free copy of the Clean Food Concepts cookbook, which is this one here, which I sell for 18 quid on the website as it is, and we sell a few of these every single week. So this is a real product, and you get a free copy of it when you join up with the Kickstart program. We also go through a number of different exercises, daily exercises, little things that'll take you just a few minutes but make a big difference to posture and activation, how your body works. There's some example meal planners in there as well, just to give you a kick. But there's also within this, in the beginner's guide that you get with this, you'll get 2 other meal planners, 7-day meal planners, so 3 other meal planners rather, to give you a little bit more of an idea as to how to plan your meals and how to put them all together. And all very family friendly as well. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here because there's a few other bits of information here: daily habits, supplements we recommend, the difference between cleansing and dieting. And then we go through, each of these is a different page with more information that you need to read. Now there's a lot of pages on here, but you only get that, you don't get any of these days until those days roll around. So for example, on the Sunday, the day before it starts, you'll get access into Mondays, and every day from then on, you then get another load of information, a small bite-sized chunks, take you just a couple minutes to read, and you get a workout. So each of these workouts is, the exercises are all linked into YouTube videos demonstrating exactly how to do them. Explains on here how to do the workouts as well. Now you don't have to do the workouts. It's not a compulsory part. That was something we brought in maybe 9 months after we first launched the program. But the reason I had it was because I was getting a lot of people who weren't doing any kind of exercise at all and just wanted to know what the best exercises to do would be to help them get in shape, along with the nutrition. So I put those workouts in there as well, and they seem to have been a real hit. So people tend to combine those with what they're doing already, but it isn't, by no means it's a compulsory part of the program. And there's always progressions and regressions to make them easier, to make them harder. But then every single day you get another workout and you get another load of information. Some of it's mindset related. There's some downloads in there for mindset. Some of it's nutrition related. Some of it's exercise or physical activity related. Some little challenges and all sorts of other things going in there right the way through. Now, that's not the whole thing, because that's the content, that's the delivery. Now I could give you access to all this and you'd be aware, you'd have everything you needed to know. What makes this program unique is the fact that we connect everybody together within this Facebook group. So we have a group in here which is very active, and I'm on there every day posting information. People are posting pictures of their meals, which sounds a little bit pointless, but actually it's quite motivating when you can see what other people are cooking, thinking, wow, that does actually look quite tasty. I quite fancy that. I'll have a go at that recipe myself. So it's a good forum for sharing and for supporting, asking how people are getting on, and this is a great place to come and ask questions as well. Because if you don't quite understand something I've written in one of these, then the last thing you want to do is just to sit there and just not do it and not understand it and feel like you just don't get it. Because if you don't understand it, there might be other people as well on the group who don't get it. Or are finding things particularly tough. So you go into the Facebook group and you just post on there, I'm finding this hard. It's not just a happy clappy, yay, everything's fantastic forum. It's a real nitty gritty, let's get to the bottom of this, let's make sure everybody has everything that they need in the group to make this happen. Now don't worry if you're not on Facebook, I know that not everybody is, but if you're not on Facebook, then I can show you how to set up a fake Facebook account, which means you only use it to access this group. So essentially, you're using it as a forum rather than for Facebook, and none of your friends are going to find you on there and start sending you stupid requests for dumb games or anything like that. You're just going to use it for the forum, but it is worth getting that fake Facebook account so you can log in there and so you can get that information, so you can get and be a big part of it. I'd say half of our members on this program are contributors and half will be watchers. And it depends on what you prefer, but either is fine. It doesn't matter whether you just like to watch what other people are posting. That's just as motivating as taking part and asking your own questions yourself. So that's a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at what the 28-day Kickstart online nutrition, exercise and weight loss and well-being program is all about. The next program does start on February the 24th. So if you want to get on board with that now, then go along to this website here, which is cleanfoodconcepts.com. Kickstart February, and you'll be able to go through the registration form, hit the application form, and then we'll see you on the other side. I'm George Anderson, and I look forward to seeing you on the next 28-day Kickstart. Bye for now.